I genuinely think you're going to become a millionaire. I don't think it's going to happen this year.
We should make a bet.
We should make a bet. How much?
50K.
You're going to pay me 50K if you don't become a millionaire?
By the end of this year.
Bro, are you? Damn, bro, it's been a minute.
Been a while. A lot has changed since last year.
Dubai was half a year, right? Half a year ago?
Yep.
Bro, how do you feel? Now looking fresh as fuck, rich, handsome. Look at this guy. Guys, please, let's blend in a picture of him a year ago and this guy right now. It's two different people.
This guy was telling me that apparently in Dubai, I look like I work for the hotel.
Now he looks like the guest. The main guest.
Can't believe you didn't tell me about that, by the way. And even the guys on YouTube, nobody mentioned it in the comments. No one said anything.
Bro, just watch your videos back and compare it to yourself now, and you're gonna see. How do you feel, man?
I don't know, man. I feel amazing. Like right now in this moment, I feel amazing. I feel like it feels kind of like a dream to me in a way. Like I fully haven't woken up to realize that this is actually real life, and there's so much more I could actually do in the future, and I know that the potential is crazy. So like I'm hyped.
I remember like even in Dubai, like after Dubai, a lot of things in your mind changed and you saw the world a little bit differently after you witnessed all of that. Let's go through that. How did everything change?
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of pissed me off in a way because it showed me how wide the gap between me and all of you guys are. As soon as the trip was over, I hopped on the plane, I was like, all right, I need to like switch things up. So it's like every time we go on a trip or do something, it's a new level of motivation where I know like I need to push further and further and further.
Well, it had obviously like good and bad sides. And
it's chilling, not too good.
Chilling, not too good. Well, not chilling. It was just like focusing on other things, you know? I think the first time you actually saw that there's not only money, and there's other things at the same time as well, which come along with money and other things. So, I mean, obviously, it's good on one hand because you understand the world better now, but also we're going to get into that soon with your fucking fall off and you're not doing shit for the last 3 months.
What are you talking about? I mean, yeah, I did notice a lot of things in terms of, besides money, it's like socializing, networking, I feel like those are also important skills that I lack. And I noticed a lot when I saw you guys. Like you guys are so like really good making friends with important guys, like talking to girls as well, you know, all of that is like something I want to add to my like arsenal.
Well, yeah, exactly. And you saw all of that. And then basically you had one more thing next to dropshipping as well with that.
Yeah.
And it almost became like a second project, which is just a split in attention, which is good and bad. Again, like these are good skills to have overall. And the question is just like, what's more important? What's better? And obviously, like this is what I was telling you constantly. This is not my decision, right? I'm not going to tell you what to do and how to do it in terms of like both is good. It's just a personal preference. Do you want to focus more on money or do you want to focus more on like what you call becoming him?
What do you think is better in a way? Do you think it's better to try and make money first and then figure everything else later, or like that is a good foundation to have first before you try and make money?
Well, it has to be a balance, you know, like go out once a week, but the rest has to be dropshipping. Like in the middle of the day, like every single day, every single week, you should be doing the main thing, which is like in your case, dropshipping. On the side, like when you're chilling, instead of chilling, you should be doing other things. Like going out, look at the style you have right now. We're talking about that a lot. First, bro.
Stop, man. Stop, bro.
I don't know if I should.
Gonna make me pull out the shades.
Bro, your first shopping trip was outrageous. Like the first pictures you showed me of the new styles, that was bad.
I don't know, how are you so good at like knowing what looks good? Because I went to do some shopping. I was like, yeah, this is sick. I sent it to you. Yeah, bro, this is trash.
This was trash. Well, I don't like, look, we obviously have very different styles. Just you being black, you already have like a very different, like you should look different, right?
Yeah.
And what I thought, okay, which black guys I know who look really, really cool? Who can you copy? That's the only thing I thought of. And what I thought of is this, literally just shirts, white shirts, which you, for example, wore on the jet in the pictures, it just looks good. Like on black people, these things look amazing. And then the jewelry and the sunglasses just look dripped, you know? Let's get back to the main thing, which is dropshipping. So along the journey, what was the most difficult moments which you faced?
For me, it had always been like the doubts, self-doubts. You have some huge win and then it goes all the way back to nothing. And it's like, shit, can I bring this back up? And then in the point where like, it's getting a lot harder for a lot more people to make dropshipper work. So it makes you feel like you are not going to make it work. But then on the other side of things, you see some people crushing it. So it's like, all right, cool. So it's like, you feel good, you feel bad, you feel good, you feel bad. Like, I was hoping by this time I would get used to the feeling bad, but like you never really get used to it. Like it's weird. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, no, I think like for me, it was always the same as well. And like the stress which comes along from not knowing if this is going to keep going forever it actually is stressful. And you have a couple of options, but the main and the realest one is just make a shit ton of money, have a safety net in the bank account, understand that, have multiple things running at the same time. If one crashes, it's fine. And then it is what it is, you know? Like, I cannot give you a quick fix for that, and nobody can.
Would you say your confidence comes from knowing that even if a lot of things go wrong right now, I have money in the bank, I could just throw money at the problem and then we will probably settle?
I'm not confident. I'm just not delusional, you know? I don't want anybody to be confident about things which they shouldn't be confident about. If this is the whole thing I'm constantly talking about, like when you should spend money, when you shouldn't spend money. You shouldn't spend money if you just won 100K. If you constantly make 100K, you should be spending money because you know, and I'm confident in you, like making more money. I push everybody to spend more money. All of them, except for the ones who don't make a lot of money and won't make a lot of money.
You say if you have 100K, you shouldn't spend money. When should I start spending money?
Well, I'm not saying you shouldn't spend money.
Like not spend money on like expenses and stuff like
private.
Private, family, myself, chill. When do you think I'm ready for that?
Look, I honestly, like without all the joking, I do believe in you. Like I genuinely think that you're gonna make way more money. I genuinely think you're gonna become a millionaire. Not too sure if it's gonna happen this year. I don't think it's gonna happen this year, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen.
We should make a bet.
We should make a bet. How much?
10K too little. 50K.
You're gonna pay me 50K if you don't become a millionaire
by the end of this year.
Bro, are you?
I'm not joking.
Actually, how do you count a million? What is a millionaire?
I checked my bank account. There's $1 million in there. Yeah.
Before taxes, $1 million in the bank.
Yes.
In pounds or dollars?
Dollars. Let's make it easier for myself.
Sure.
You think I'm joking? I don't know how it's going to happen.
Bro, what?
I don't know how it's going to happen.
All right. I'm down. I hope you're going to make it.
Let's run it.
I would love to give you 50K. With that being said, you're allowed to spend money and it's just about how much. Like if I'm being honest, it took me forever to reach like 200K in the bank. Not because I didn't make it, but because I was spending it all of it. I was dumb about it. When I was making like 10 to 20K a month, I was making zero because I was just doing dumb
But you
stuff.
didn't have the fear that you would never have the money anymore.
I had a confidence for myself that I know how to make money. Therefore, I can spend the money I make. Like the whole thing I'm constantly preaching about, like the money is worth less or more the more you have. If you're a millionaire, the 50K become less valuable to you, right? Yeah. I think that you shouldn't be delusional, and the only confidence should come from you actually making money previously, and also you coming out of crashes. Like I had a bunch of times where I didn't make shit, but still I was spending because I knew the previous times I didn't make shit, I was making it out every single time.
Okay, so there's no fixed number to like, if you made more than 100K, you can start spending. It's just like knowing yourself. Knowing like you will be able to make the money back even if you waste it all.
Exactly. And the other thing is obviously a safety net. You should have a couple 100,000 in the bank account just to make sure that if shit goes wrong, you still have a way out. Like you actually can throw money at every of your problems. With cash flow, you're going to be able to build new cash flow. You know, so if you have money, you're going to be able to build a new business, even in outside, like whatever, who knows what's going to happen. Money's going to help you. So you should be prepared. A few $100K in your bank should be there. With that being said, I spent it all. I didn't make that work. So like I'm being a hypocrite. Yeah, no, like this is my formal advice and this is what I actually did. And this is what all of people, like everybody says.
Like everybody gives advice, but they never act on their own.
No,
advice.
would it be better if I wouldn't have spent all the money? Now in retrospect, no, because my plan went well. Like I did make a shit ton more of money. Now it was fine. But there's another huge statistic of people who would say the exact opposite. Like you're asking me. I am the guy who, like from 100% of people who made 100K and then spent it all, I'm the guy who still made more. Yeah. There's probably 90 people who didn't, right? So you're just asking me, and that's why this sounds like it sounds.
Yeah. It depends on the person.
Exactly. Exactly. You moved out. You have your own apartment. You have a car. You're doing a little bit more than you did earlier. What's your perspective on money now? It
has changed a lot since last year, but it's still I still kind of have that frugality mindset in a way. It takes a while for me to make a big purchase. I'm not gonna lie, I'm lying. I literally just spent 20K on a car and I was like, hell yeah, this is super cool. Like my perspective on money now is like, it's literally like coins in a game that I can like just spend.
Yes,
and get
exactly.
I don't know, like it sounds super arrogant, but like once you hang around with people like you and everybody, it changes your whole reality. And it's like, once you are not like struggling at the bottom and like you have some kind of like, what's the word? Isn't it like balance or something? It switches from survival to it's a game and we need to like level up. So right now my whole thing is like, we just need to keep racking up the points in the game, because once you have as many points as possible, you can do whatever you want. You can take care of everybody in your family, your friends, and you can have the best life possible.
You know what's interesting? You just said like take care of everybody in your family. It's actually not as easy as you think, because them spending money, it's very confusing for them to all of a sudden have money. And I experienced this with my family. Whenever I gave them pure money, they didn't spend it. Except for my dad. The only person who actually spends is my dad, because he spends it on the most fun stuff. Truly doesn't care about money. And what he does is like, every time I give him money, he just buys a present to all of us. Like whatever he does, like he doesn't spend it on himself. He's just always giving it to us right away back. So it's impossible to give him money actually, because like I remember how I asked him, like, if you would have 50K right now, what would you buy? Knowing that I want to buy him a gift for 50K. And he's like, I already bought my like new airbrush, was like $100, so I don't really need anything anymore. And he actually doesn't need anything. He just like wants to draw and that's it. Which is like, it's just super cool. But
would you say though that that's probably the best way to live life, like fully content or like wanting to achieve more? Because he is probably like one of the happiest people I assume.
Yeah. It just depends on what your goals are, you know? For him, his goals are truly what makes me the happiest and how can I lift up my surroundings. Every time you're just around him, you can feel how he's just a good soul, you know? He doesn't care. If you think I don't care about little things, if you see him, it will be mind-blowing. That's where I have it from. Exactly. No, but like my point was, everybody else except for him doesn't spend my fucking money, and it annoys me. Nobody spending my money. Yes, why don't you spend my fucking money? Because of what I said earlier. They won the money. They didn't earn it. The problem is, my honest advice to a person who won money is don't spend it. And they know that too. They don't want to expect more money of me. Even though I tell them that, they still don't want to expect and live like I'm going to just provide for all of everything forever, you know? Like in their head, they cannot justify that. So it's actually more difficult than you think to just get a bunch of people to spend your money. And it actually has to be things which you buy them. But anyway, that's just a side point. But I totally agree with you saying it's just numbers. It's not real. Money, what you just said with like, it's just like Monopoly, it's just not real. Whatever, you know, you just buy this and get this and do this.
The banks print money out of thin air. It doesn't exist, literally.
When you get to a certain point, also, it doesn't matter if a dinner costs $100 or $1,000. It's a 10x difference, which on paper is a lot. But $1,000 is not a lot if you have enough. It doesn't matter. So what was your initial goal coming into dropshipping, and how did it change now after Dubai, after this, after everything?
My initial goal was to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want. And that hasn't changed. It's just that dropshipping was the most ideal vehicle for me because I wouldn't have to leave my house. I would just need to like stay at home. At that point in time, I was thinking all I needed to do was just like make some ads and then push it and not film TikToks, travel all the way just to film some videos. Yeah, so my goal really hasn't changed. It's just like whatever I want has increased. So now there's a lot more I want to be able to do now. Yeah. So I do have to put in a lot more work to get where I need to be. So goals haven't changed. It's just like I want to do so much more in life. So I need to put in the work.
That comes from having more, and that's the problem of it all.
So wait, are you saying like this will never end?
Well, for some people it doesn't. For some people it doesn't.
For you, has it ended? Like now that you've kind of like made it, do you want more? Like
more what? Like more money for spending, more money, more a bigger business, more what? Like
maybe like it could just be a vanity metric, just more bigger numbers in your bank accounts. The ability to buy the most outrageous things for flex, like a yacht, the ability to meet the craziest people just cause,
All of those things don't really matter to me. I don't see myself seeing luxury items as a goal overall. Every luxury item I ever bought didn't make me happy. Every. So I'm not expecting the next bigger one to make me more happy. I can see from perspective how it was in the past, so it's also not going to be the same in the future. I do know though that a bunch of other things are making me like way happier. And some of the things I like are pretty cheap. Like I genuinely, over the last couple of months when I did boxing, like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I was like really hard doing it for like, I think 5 years I did it like fully committed and did it properly. And then I stopped. And then like 3 months ago, I started again. Like I genuinely feel actual happiness while I do it. And it's something which I never, ever, ever have gotten from anything materialistic, So I just understand, okay, some of my goals are cheap, which is boxing.
Yeah.
It's like 60 euros per hour, private trainer, done. More expensive goals are like buying family members really big things and things like that, which are obviously expensive. It's not cheap to do all of this.
Would you say there's something you've always wanted that you, at this point, are not able to get?
What I didn't do yet is retire my full family. Everybody in my close circle is done. One layer above that is not fully done yet. Like my cousins and stuff like that. Because there's so many, it's not that easy to do that. It's just steps. Like currently, maybe we're gonna cut it out, maybe not. But I'm currently buying my mom a house. So that's like one really big milestone I wanted to achieve, and I'm doing it now. And also, it all comes into perspective. But what about you, bro? What about you? You looked like you're just like leveling up everywhere. I saw you in Miami with Jordan Welsh crushing it over there, meeting celebrities.
Bro, meeting him was like the craziest thing ever. Like he's super chill. He's super down to earth.
I mean, that's how he looks.
And like, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous, like meeting him, like even filming with him. Mm-hmm. But he was like super cool about it. He was showing me like how to like even vlog and everything. Like, bro, he gave me like his whole morning. I was asking for like 15 minutes of his time, just like ask him a few questions and then he can go about his day. He just gave me like his whole morning. I was like, bro, this guy is super like down to earth. So like,
that's how he seems.
Yeah. So like, it was amazing meeting Jordan Welch. Like, it's amazing visiting Miami. It's amazing where we are right now. Like, let me film this just so the camera can see like what's going on. Like, look at this house. Like, this house is like crazy. And the place we were in before was also crazy. We just hopped on a private jet, even though it was hot, but it was super cool. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like, I am very blessed and grateful. Like, genuinely, like, thank you very much for like picking me up and just like,
No, for sure, bro. For sure. That was something we just like saw in Dubai. You felt more off than this time, Like this time you're so much more like you can see how much more confident you are, how much more comfortable you are.
Yeah.
And it's like even this like 6 months is like night and day difference. Even though back then, like on paper, you already had money. It was fine, right? Like you all of these things were also already going for you. But like I can just tell like that now it's just one layer above, and obviously next time it's going to be even more.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I'll be pulling left and right.
Well, obviously, all is great, but where are you standing right now? Like business, how's business going, my friend?
I ain't gonna lie, it's not going too great. I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of stuff went wrong. Like the whole thing was me making 600K. Out of that, it was supposed to be 300K profits. It's like 130.
Bro, what the fuck?
It's your fault.
Why?
It's your fault. You were like, because of the way you say spend money, spend money, spend money. It's like, I guess I took it a bit too much to the extreme with expenses and stuff. And it was like, I didn't track things cause like we're doing organic dropshipping. You typically don't have to track because there are no expenses. Anytime you get to sell, you're always profitable. So I kind of stuck with that mindset. And then when I started building expenses, I didn't really.
Yeah, well, you listen to the advice, but not fully. You listen to the advice which way I gave, which is spend money, and the thing you spent most money on was creators, but you didn't listen fully and you didn't track them right. You just left them hanging, and we basically let them do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And didn't fire them early enough, and if somebody sucked, you just kept going with them.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you hire people, and it's just like a bunch of things go wrong, you know. And also, didn't ask me anything. I knew about this 6 months after it happened, which was the most ridiculous thing ever.
No, I felt like I just wanted to like make it work and then show you when it actually worked. Because like, I thought you would say the exact same thing, like just keep trying, keep switching creators. So I thought that I already knew what you were going to say.
The thing which gets you from A to B doesn't get you from B to C. You know, like it's very different things to hire first creators, and then you think, all right, I know everything, and then to maintain your first creators. Those are two separate like stages. When we noticed, obviously, we had to cut out a bunch of stuff. But are you tracking now?
No. Chill.
Bro, why?
Relax. I'm not tracking. I will. Like when I get back from the trip, I will. But like, I don't have an excuse.
What does that mean? You're like, I'm not tracking, but it's like, I'm still not tracking, you know?
I'm not tracking, but my expenses are almost null. So I can get away with it just for this trip. But when I get back, I'll get back on it. I'll get back on it.
My blood is boiling right now. This guy.
Your face is so red.
Yes, because I'm coming from the Facebook world where if you don't track, you're crushed. You're dead instantly.
Yeah, but yeah, actually, I like for real. Like, I'm like very confident I'll be able to like get back up. Like, there is no like fear. I don't know what it is now. I don't know what's switched. Like, I guess kind of now there was like a mental switch inside of me that was like stopping me from actually putting in my full efforts. I just started doing that recently. Like, well, I've gone viral like 3 times since I've been here. I haven't filmed anything. It's like, it was just like, even when I was like so tired, my creator, like I'm working with a creator, he films and then I kind of edit it because he's not too good.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, bro, why are you doing? Why are you chilling? And I was like, I'm tired. He's like, bro, do you know we're going viral? And I was like, oh shit, what? And he made me like edit. I edited another video. That video is literally at 1 million views. I posted it like 2 days ago. Right. So like things are slowly coming back to where things were. I'm not worried.
You're not worried?
No.
Are you stressed right now?
No. Do I look stressed?
Well, yesterday you did. After like 2 bottles of vodka you did.
Bro, I was tired. I was just tired.
But is it because you like have less payroll now? Because remember, payroll is stressful, right?
Yeah.
Super stressful.
It's just annoying like seeing the money leaving your account.
Yeah. Without new money coming in.
Yeah. So no, I'm not stressed. Yes, I have less. Yes, that's actually maybe why I'm not stressed, because I'm not paying as much people and I'm slowly starting to go viral again. So here it's a lot harder to fully focus and get all the work done. So it's a bit annoying, but like, yeah, it's not an issue.
How much did you make this trip?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. I don't know. I could have made 10K.
I don't care. Whatever.
Money? I kind of want to know what you think about this. What are the odds of someone who's basically fallen off to get back up?
If you're asking in general and not for yourself, I can answer both ways. But like in general, it depends on how difficult it was to get to the top. And I've seen this on Facebook, for example, where people just test a product. It's a winner. Make 200, 300K. Super high profit margins. Everything works. They don't do shit anymore. Ad fatigue hits, nothing works anymore. They die down, it's done. It's so difficult because they expected the next product they test is going to be a winner again. Because the first product they did, it was a winner. So they think it's super simple, and that's why they start chilling. And then they get like hit by a Facebook ban or like a Stripe hold or like some actual problem, and they're like, fuck, I am done. These are the people who are not going to make it back. Well, in organic, easier. Like it's much easier to get back up because it's more difficult on a day-to-day level to make a bunch of money. You know, like on Facebook, there's a big luck factor involved as well. And then people just can get super lucky and it works right away. And the ones who don't make it work right away and they get super unlucky, and then after testing 20 products they found a winner, they're also going to have a really easy time to get back up again because that's what they're expecting. They understand. Usually it takes 20 products to find a winner. Let me test another 20. Let me test 40. I'm going to find one or two for sure. Let's see. And that's the mindset going in. For you, it was also not easy. You know, like it took a while for you to actually make this work. So I'm pretty confident in you getting back up just because of that fact. I'm trying to be honest with everybody on that. And I would literally tell you if I wouldn't see that coming, because if this will be your first product right now, or like one of the products will be the first one to do well, and that's basically how you made the money, and then now it's not working anymore, that's very low odds, you know? So you had a bunch of winners, you had a bunch of stores, a bunch of stuff doing really well, tons of viral videos, you know how to make content. I don't see it as a big deal. I just think it's just a down phase, and it is what it is. And it's very traceable. Like what I'm always happy about is I know why the situation is like how it is. Like you're being down right now is it's very obvious to me. Number one, you didn't track the profits well, you didn't track the creators well, and you started slacking yourself. So these three things are very changeable, you know? In some cases, there's businesses which are impossible to see what the issue is because there's so many variables, and then you're fucked. Then you don't know what to do. In your case, I don't see a problem.
Okay, I have one more question. What are the odds? Realistically, how quickly is it that a random student comes out of nowhere, joins your program, and then starts making 10K, makes their first 10K in sales?
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, I think we need to talk about two separate things. Time and effort. Effort means how many videos did you post and how much advice did you actually apply, which we gave to you guys. And then there's time. Time is not that much of a factor. It's more about how much output did you do. If you posted 10 videos a day and they didn't lack quality, it's going to be exactly 2 times faster versus if you do 5 videos a day, you know? So that's like just to start it off with. But 10K in sales is pretty realistic to do anywhere like 2 to 4 months, very, very realistically. But there's one caveat. Like recently, what we've been seeing is that TikTok got harder. Instagram, YouTube got better, took off. And that's where most people are making sales from. And generally, organic got a little bit harder because TikTok has fallen off so much, you know? So that's the reason for the amount of videos you have to post. It increased a little bit. Earlier, we said on average, you need to post around like 300 videos to start seeing like really good numbers. I would say it's a little bit higher now, anywhere between like 400 and 500 at this point.
That's still not bad.
Yeah. It's still very manageable. I want to be transparent about that as well, that you have to post a little bit more until you see success. But the upside is that eliminates a lot of competition. And you need to understand that whenever you have a higher barrier to entry, it's also easier on the top.
That's very, very true. That's very true. So now if you want to join Michael's program, book a call with me, sign up for a free consultation session. We'll see if you're a good fit or not.
Bro,
If no, then yes. If yes, then no. If no, then not.
Exactly. Link below, sign up. There's no reason not to do it. Mikey here said it.
The best organic coaching program in the game.
You heard it here.